My name is Rev Dr Barry King, and I'm a master psychic medium, as most of you know. I would like to welcome you to this 15th episode of Spirit Speaks. This episode was recorded on August the 20th, 2024, and in it, David George takes the opportunity to speak to, in a way, the evolution of humanity and the difference in working as individuals and as a collective, and some of the pitfalls and challenges that happen and exist within this developmental process. He also notes that humanity has been working through this cycle of evolving and going back to the beginning and evolving for some time. And from my point of view, it's very much a message of hope, and it tells us that we are evolving, we are becoming, we are being able to access a greater understanding of our path and our journey and how to become more. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this and find it helpful. God bless, and may the light of God shine through you each and every day. And do hug someone you love. Thank you. Greetings and salutations. We are always but a breath away. It is not difficult for us to take a short break to allow circumstances to be freer and more comfortable. The question is asked, how do you, in these times of quantum awareness, help people to integrate this new understanding so that they may access their gifts without fear or limitation? This is a quandary that has existed for some time. It is true that spiritual life can be corrupted by intention for profit-based gain. This is not something that we endorse. We provide for all. And if people allowed themselves to work as community, there would be no lacking. This is a simple reality and does not take much explanation. The challenge is to embrace a spiritual and expansive awareness and reject the fear. Fear is the source of the perversion. Fear is the source, is the vehicle that corrupts the truth and dissuades the flow of prosperity for humanity. You are choosing to live a life of lacking rather than a life of prosperity for all. This issue is more complex when you understand that this choice needs to be made by the collective. The collective of human mind can choose this, but in all of its many thousands of years of development and rising and falling, it has never succeeded. This is because of the limitation of understanding, the limitation of the power of mind, the limitation of intention to work for the greater good rather than for one's individual prosperity. It is true that societies have embraced an understanding of the collective, but these have always failed. The answer is a simple one. It is a reflection of the challenge that limitation brings to a human soul. They are too easily corrupted to pursue individual prosperity at the cost of the whole. It is a price too great. The approach to understand the limitation must be rethought. You must each accept responsibility for the collective. You are connected to each other. What happens to one happens to all. This is such a simple truth. It is so obvious, but overlooked. We encourage you each to do your work, to be present for and work for the whole. This does not mean that you as an individual must lack what you need. It means that you as the individual must share what you don't need. Such a simple concept, so incomprehensible. It is not that what you need is lacking. It is that most pursue more than they need at the cost which, from our perspective, is too great. There is no purpose in suffering if there is no learning. Challenge requires attention. Attention requires action. Action requires solutions. Solutions defeat challenge. A formula for success as you pursue a spiritual path to human freedom, to human joy and achievement. There is no need for suffering. Challenge provides opportunities for each of you to avoid suffering. It is simple and yet hard. We believe that humanity is ready for a change. We believe that humanity is ready to rise above limitation and choose prosperity, choose fulfillment of your potential. You have been given a gift. We see you rising to the challenge and gaining a spiritual perspective that needs no fear, needs no suffering, needs no challenge. It is an awareness that embraces the understanding that mind is all, that you have the power to achieve and accept perfect health, perfect prosperity, perfect communication and collaboration with all those that you touch, human and non-human. We hope you can rise to the challenge and gain your access to memory, which is accessible, but not obvious. You have access to knowledge that is vibrationally higher. And there are those who achieve this knowledge and are discouraged from sharing it. It is tragic, but understand that it is part of the challenge of becoming more, of accessing more, of being whole. Wholeness of humanity requires all of humanity. It is only achieved as a spiritual awareness when accepted by and embraced by all of your members. You believe this is not achievable. We know that it is. This is not the first time humanity has moved through this cycle. You will overcome the limitations of your thinking. We are patient. We wish you too to be patient but diligent, clear, honest, truthful. We are in transition. I thank you for this opportunity to share a message of